The confrontation in Cloud City represents a pivotal moment in the Star Wars saga. A father's shocking reveal, a son's defiant refusal. Luke Skywalker's choice to cast himself into the abyss rather than join Darth Vader is a victory achieved not through martial strength, but through spiritual fortitude. We know this story and its triumphant conclusion, but this outcome was predicated on a single critical decision. Today, we will examine how a single point of divergence, a choice born of desperation and a shattered worldview, could have altered the course of this confrontation and the future of the galaxy itself. What if, in that moment of profound vulnerability, Luke Skywalker saw not a monster, but an opportunity? This one alteration would not only have resulted in a partnership he was never intended to accept, but would have fundamentally reshaped the nature of his destiny and the character of the hero who might have emerged from the shadow of the Empire. The point of divergence occurs on the gantry of Cloud City. Before him stands the dark silhouette of Darth Vader, his father. The words, "I am your father," still resonate. A venomous truth that has fundamentally undermined the philosophical bedrock of his training. The Jedi, Obi-Wan, his own destiny, all now appear as constructs of lies or half-truths. Vader extends a hand. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy. In the established timeline, this is the moment of Luke's ultimate rejection of the dark side. He lets himself fall, choosing potential oblivion over corruption. Here in this timeline, the resolution is fundamentally altered. The calculus of his situation shifts. The Jedi lied. The rebellion appears to be failing. And he, Luke, is not strong enough to defeat the forces arrayed against him. The idea of changing the system from within, of seizing its power for a perceived greater good, presents itself with a seductive if corrosive logic. He looks at Vader's outstretched hand, then back at the chasm. He pulls himself back from the edge, his face a mask of conflict and grim resolve. Yes, Luke's voice is a rasp. Yes, but on one condition. Together, we will destroy the Emperor. We will bring order to the galaxy as father and son. A flicker of something unreadable, perhaps triumph, crosses Vader's mask. He lowers his hand. For the first time, he does not see a target or a tool, but an heir. It is your destiny, Vader states, and this time it is not a threat, but a promise. As the Millennium Falcon makes its desperate escape from Bespin, Leia's force sensitivity registers not her friend's death, but something far worse. The boy she knew is gone. Lost to a spiritual void she cannot comprehend. The galaxy has just lost its greatest hope, and it doesn't even know it yet. Vader does not take his new apprentice to the Imperial Center on Coruscant. Instead, he takes him to the blood-red world of Korriban, the ancient necropolis of the Sith Lords, a world whose dark side energies are so potent, it was known even to the Jedi of a later era as Moraband. Here, among the tombs of long-dead tyrants, Luke's real training begins. This is not a simple curriculum of lightsaber forms or telekinesis. It is a form of counter-pedagogy. It is an unlearning. Vader forces Luke to confront the anger he has buried. Anger at the Empire for his aunt and uncle's death, at Obi-Wan for his deception, and most of all at himself for his weakness. Vader frames it not as a fall to the dark side, but as an awakening. The Jedi taught you to fear your emotions, Vader's vocoder crackles in the cold air of a tomb. I will teach you to command them. For Luke, who has only known the restrictive dogma of the Jedi, this is a liberating, terrifying new philosophy. He learns that the dark side is not merely about hate. It's about the will to act, to impose one's vision of order upon a chaotic galaxy. Luke's first true test is not against the rebellion. That would break him too soon. Instead, Vader unleashes him upon a powerful crime syndicate disrupting Imperial supply lines, a mission Luke can justify. He isn't fighting for tyranny, he is fighting against criminals. He is bringing order. During the assault, he feels the dark side surge through him. an unshakable torrent of power unlike anything he has ever known. He is faster, stronger, and his connection to the Force is absolute. The mission is a success, but the methods are brutal, leaving a trail of devastation that sickens a part of him he is quickly learning to ignore. He feels the intoxicating rush of power, and for the first time, he understands his father. The final trial, the point of no return, is orchestrated by the Emperor himself. Palpatine, ever watchful, senses Vader's new apprentice and is deeply suspicious. He demands a demonstration of loyalty. Vader, knowing this is a crucial test, presents Luke with a captured rebel sympathizer. The man is unarmed, pleading for his life. He is a traitor, Vader tells Luke. Show him the price of treason. Luke hesitates. This is not a soldier in combat. This is murder. But then he looks at his father, and he feels the weight of his new commitment. He remembers his own justification. To earn his father's trust and stand beside him against the Emperor, he must first prove he is no longer a Jedi. With a cry mixed of anguish and rage, he ignites his lightsaber. The red blade reflects in Vader's helmet as Luke Skywalker fully embraces the dark side. He does it not out of malice, but out of a twisted sense of loyalty and a desperate, self-deceiving belief that the ends will justify the means. A year passes. Luke Skywalker is no longer the farm boy from Tatooine. Clad in black armor that mirrors his father's, wielding a crimson saber he constructed himself, he is a weapon honed by the dark side. He and Vader have become a terrifying duo, crushing dissent with ruthless efficiency, united by blood and a shared, secret goal, the overthrow of Emperor Palpatine. The moment comes aboard the second Death Star. They feign loyalty, presenting themselves before the throne, but Palpatine is no fool. "I have foreseen it," he cackles. He knew Vader would eventually betray him. It is the nature of the Sith. He had merely been waiting for the sun to turn to create the ultimate confrontation. The duel is not what Luke expects. It is not 2 against 1. It is 2 students against the true master of the Sith. Palpatine unleashes a storm of Force lightning, a raw, unrestrained display of power that throws both Luke and Vader across the throne room. It is here that Luke has a terrifying epiphany. The power he and his father wield is a flickering candle to Palpatine's raging inferno. They are outmatched. Their plan, a fool's errand. The fight is brutal. Luke's raw talent and Vader's disciplined rage are barely enough to hold their ground as Palpatine toys with them. A predator dissecting his prey, he turns them against each other, whispering promises of power to Luke if he strikes his father down. But Luke's loyalty is to his father, the one who showed him his true potential. In a final, desperate gambit as Palpatine holds Luke in a torrent of agonizing lightning, Vader does the unexpected. Just as he did in another timeline, he intervenes. This time, it is not to save his son from the dark side, but to save his partner. He absorbs the full force of the Emperor's attack and, with the last of his strength, hurls the screaming Emperor into the Death Star's reactor shaft. Vader collapses, his respirator failing. Luke rushes to his side, pulling off his father's helmet to see the scarred face of Anakin Skywalker for the first and last time. "Luke," Anakin gasps, the machine in his voice gone. "We did it. The galaxy is yours. Rule it, as we planned." With a final shuddering breath, Anakin Skywalker dies, his redemption a twisted victory. In the immediate aftermath, Luke Skywalker stands alone in the ruins of the throne room, the ghost of his father's last words echoing in his ears. He has won. He has destroyed the Sith Master, avenged his father, and seized the ultimate power. He escapes the exploding battle station and takes command of the Imperial fleet. The final scene is not one of celebration, but of a chilling consolidation of power. Luke, scarred and now part machine himself, takes his father's place on the throne of the Empire. He has everything he thought he wanted, the power to impose his will, to create the order he craved. The Skywalker Empire is born. But the hope that fueled his initial choice to be a benevolent ruler has long since been burned away by the fires of the dark side. He is alone, fueled by grief and rage, ruling a galaxy through fear. He had saved the galaxy from the Emperor, but the victory is hollow, predicated on the destruction of his own soul. The ultimate question remains: who would now save the galaxy from him?